Back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. That's complete, Isaiah Pacheco. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. That's to his back, Nick Chubb. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he fought the good fight there just to make it back to the line. No gain on 2nd down, and they need 2 here on 3rd.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Chased out to his right. To the sideline, and he has the catch. Tough play for a small gain, but it does get the first. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That one doesn't find its man, incomplete.
The offense not shy about sending them downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
A 2nd down throw for Mahomes. Decent gain here, but short of the first. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Chubb going for the marker. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
You know what? Rather than critique the decision-making there, I'm going to be the optimist. I'm going to offer some compliments to the defense. They stayed focused as that play went sideways. Didn't let up well behind the line until they had that runner down.
A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going. Running it after the penalty. In the middle holes. They don't get anything on the run. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Back to throw Mahomes. He's got it. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
He's got him. That's Pacheco. And he's brought down for a loss.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot?
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. He's off to the races. He's at midfield. He's at the 30. Gets the 10. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Mahomes trying to get after the pick. He throws a bullet to the center of the... He's got it at the 30. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. 7-0 is our score. We're back to SoFi right after this. About set for the second quarter. Cheifs football here. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. Launches, and he's got it. Touchdown! The Cheifs can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. It's a Nick Chubb touchdown. So the back does the work that time, Brock, taking it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, a running back in space can be an awfully dangerous weapon on a football field. Whether that's a designed route to him, a check down, you see what can happen, what kind of damage the elite running backs in this league can do.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Darius Davis to return it. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Herbert throwing right away. Short pass brought in. Continuing to move past the 45. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just 1 play. Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. That throw finds Komet. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. He picks up 28 on the play. And it brings up an LA 1st down. On the carry, this is Najee Harris. And he's able to take this down to the red zone. He's stopped at the 17. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
The 17-yard line.
Staying on the ground with Harris. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out. 3rd and short.
And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. Nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the pressure drives them backwards.
All right, 1st sack on the board on the 1st drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
This throw is caught. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
I feel so bad, I really do, and I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get 1 step inside of you, well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Here's Herbert. He's got Harris. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
It's plays like that, Kate, right, wrong, where I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
Brown's kick is up and good. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Pressure coming from Mahomes. Completes this one to Rice. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second and 6 now. Finds his man. It's Worthy. And he is hit hard shortly after that catch. Great job hanging on to that, but only a small gain on that play. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Looking to throw Mahomes. Couldn't bring it in over the middle. Incomplete.
I think we're starting to get a feel, aren't we, of why they like him so much in coverage. He reacts well, throws, is super adept at breaking up passes through contact, or like that one before they could ever reach the target.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Another throw for Mahomes. Left side, it's caught by Rice. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. It's an 8-yard gain. What a great call on 4th down. It keeps this drive moving.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. Now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
It's into the hands of Chubb. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Back to the air, Mahomes. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. Looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
You know, that's one you watch the next day, Kate, you're just bummed. As a QB, you're a perfectionist. And when it's caught but out of bounds, you know it could have been just a little bit more accurate on your end.
Throwing again, Mahomes. Throwing the out route complete. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Butker on now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Davis. Returns looking good so far. And he goes out of bounds, short of the 45, but still in excellent shape across the 40.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Going to Harris to start the half. Who swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Stopped on the play by Big Chris Jones. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On the move, headed right. He finds McConkey. And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
You know, Kate, that really is one of the benefits that comes with experience. You'll feel it. All right, look at the quarterback, never seeing the rush, never looking at the rush. Instead, eyes are downfield, and the big play follows.
A 3rd down run with Harris. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Going to the ground again on 1st. This is ahead for about 5. Stopped on the play by Big Chris Jones. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
This is Harris on 2nd down. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
On 3rd down, Herbert. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie in to pick it off. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the 2nd half. You have all that data from the 1st half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the 2nd.
That's incomplete left side. Looking for the back that time. So it's 2nd down coming up.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Off play action, it's Mahomes. Caught out left. And he's taken down here at the 16-yard line. That tackle made by the rookie from Penn State. Extra defender in the secondary now for the Chargers. 3rd down coming. Quick pass, right side, complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Again, Mahomes to throw. Called in left side. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Brought down on the effort by Derwin James.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
3rd and short. Here's Mahomes. That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up 4th down.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
He calls for the fair catch and has it at the 22-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Chargers take possession. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Tight end in motion left. Herbert on first down. Finds McConkey. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Well, the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless third quarter for us. It's Chargers football as they try to hang on to a lead in a close game. They're set up at the 35 now. Harris gets it on the counter. And he has him a small chunk of yards up to the 42. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3. Harris once more. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Has it left side, Brock, but the throw carried him too close to that edge. I'm going to say out of bounds, and that's going to bring up fourth down. From the gun, they go with Harris. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
And this run doesn't quite reach enemy territory, tackled at midfield. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with third down and 6 to go. Herbert from the gun. Oh, he lost the football! And this is picked up by the Cheifs. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
Third down, you could see he may have been trying to simply do too much to help his side. It loosened his hold on the ball and gave that defense a chance to knock it free. Instead of facing fourth down, they're off the field completely.
Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. This one intended for the running back. And things look tougher now with third and long. Back to throw it. Complete over the middle. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And they've tied it up late in the fourth.
The prospect of overtime now, Kate's right on the horizon thanks to that field goal. His mindset, though, well, it's the same as all his teammates out there. We're about to take the field. Let's go get this ball back. Let's find a way to win this thing in regulation.
On the return, here comes Davis. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Pass complete, 2-2 Atwell. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. Nothing for him on that play as we've hit the 2-minute warning.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, And they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. It's on the in route. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And the Chargers will have a first.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Running behind center with Harris. And without much room, he's going to go down to the 32-yard line. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road for what looked like a very plain play.
The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Quickly looking left, and it's complete. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. Still 1 more in their pocket to use. Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's 1st and 10. Now an inside handoff to Harris. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. A big try coming up here for Cameron Dicker. Well, they waited right till the end to use this final timeout. Only 6 seconds left on the clock. So it's all coming down to a try from Cameron Dicker. He hit his first one. His second one's coming from inside of 40. That one is good! And that, folks, is your game winner!
Well, I'll tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. One final shot here. Trying to push it deep downfield. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So the Chargers come away with the win in this one. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory.